Hey guys, I'm including this shot in the beginning, by the way, because I think it's funny that all these guys have We Made Fox shirts, and they're like showing them off. And both of these players are on We Made Fox, as you can see there. This is NaDa versus Mind, and this is the MSL, sorry, MSL round of 8. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I just completely forgot what I was doing here. And at first, I thought this was going to be a crazy match to commentate because when I saw the colors, NaDa was yellow Terran and Mind was white Terran, and that would be almost impossible to tell apart. But they switched Mind's color to red, luckily. So Mind is going to be red, and NaDa is going to be in yellow instead. And this appears to be Katrina. Mind is this one, the red here at the 9 o'clock position, and NaDa is at the 6 o'clock position. And yeah, like I said, they're both on We Made Fox, and kind of an interesting matchup considering the fact that basically Mind could almost be considered one of NaDa's proteges. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure if you call him that because that'd be more like By Son, or also known as By Baby. He, as I understand it, I could be wrong, but as I understand it, By Baby, he was actually picked kind of out by NaDa and almost raised up by NaDa, sort of thing. So he's, as I understand it, I could be wrong, but as I understand it, By Baby, I'm going to say as I understand it one more time. By Baby is the protege sort of thing, but Mind is the next best thing to a protege if he's not, which he could be, because he's on his team. He's a fellow Terran, and I mean, obviously, NaDa has taught Mind some of his skills because Mind coming just completely out of the blue and taking StarCraft by storm, winning the very big upset, winning the MSL against Bisu there, and been doing quite well since then. He's obviously hasn't been doing he hasn't been completely owning, because right after he had the upset in the MSL, Jadong came out and won the OSL and has been even more just totally dominant lately. Just totally dominant. That's another story though. But yeah, so Mind been playing really well. NaDa, NaDa's. I mean, I've said this before. I almost don't like commentating on NaDa games because he's so. I mean, it breaks my heart because he's such an incredible player, in the grand scheme of things. He's just awesome. And by the way, interesting to note that Mind does not appear to be. I'm sorry, NaDa does not appear to be getting. Wait, I'm really confused. It looks like NaDa might be. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I'm just completely on crack. I'm sorry. It looked like there was a building on the mini map at 12 o'clock. Like, NaDa had built a building up there or something, or Mind. So I'm just crazy. So don't listen to me. What was I saying? NaDa, yeah, he's been playing inconsistent lately. Basically, he's obviously. I mean, he's basically the best StarCraft player ever. Arguably, he's got the most of like everything, and he's just all around incredible player. But lately, he just hasn't been playing consistently at all. He's just been hard to keep track of, and as far as where he's at, and sometimes he'll just come out with a complete stroke of genius, and sometimes he will just play outright bad, like he did against Anytime in Game 1 of their series, leading up to this series. So basically, I mean, if it was like top level versus top level, each of these guys, I would give the game to NaDa, but NaDa just hasn't played his top level at all recently. And what I was going to note a minute ago is NaDa basically skipping that quick command center, which is the usual on this map, and going for a tech build. So he has his factory out already. He's probably producing a vulture right now. If he can get that vulture into Mind's base, he might be able to do some damage with it, because Mind has one Marine running on. He does not have his factory up yet, although he does have that bunker. So Mind, that's kind of like the way it goes. If you do that fast expansion and the other player doesn't, that bunker is a very good way to take advantage of your lead and just basically build a little defense, and then your econ will be up enough, theoretically, that you can afford that extra 100 minerals for the bunker, and it'll work out fine. NaDa now floating his barracks in there. He's going to be able to get a spot on Mind's base there, although it's not going to be a terrible surprise what he has. It's theoretically possible that Mind was going to go for some sort of crazy quick starport build or something like that, and so he's going to at least spot that Mind is going for a normal build, and that is beneficial at the very least. And very clever there by Mind, sticking that SCV in that little gap in his front door so that NaDa can't run a group of vultures past. It looks like he might even be thinking about that. He's got a couple of vultures camped there outside of Mind's base, and that SCV is going to delay those vultures if they want to run in there pretty quickly, just enough. He's researching something, probably researching mines there. So NaDa looks like he may be going just to get some quick mines, and he got that factory out very quickly. Got the vultures out quickly, so he could be just going for some kind of a containment, maybe a macro strategy of some sort, which we saw work very well for Flash against, crap, who was that? I think it was Huashin. I think it was Huashin on Blue Storm. He just basically kind of got a bunch of mines and did like a little quick containment and then expanded everywhere and just out macroed him. Wow. Okay, so dual. No, okay, I'm sorry. I thought that was two armories. An academy and an armor going down for, I believe that was Mind. So Mind is, he hasn't been able to basically get a good scout on NaDa's base in a long time. So he's being very prudent. He's it's possible that NaDa would be going for a quick Wraith build, a cloak Wraith build. A lot of Terran players in TVT have been going for quick Wraith builds lately. It could just be my perception, but I'm pretty sure that there weren't very many quick Wraith builds going on. It was kind of like the exception that happened occasionally to catch your opponent off guard. But lately it's been like almost, I would say like a third of the time in TVT games, one of the players goes for a quick Wraith build. And so it's become fairly common for players now to go for an armory pretty quickly because Goliaths, are going to be important later on in the game anyways, so it's not a big sacrifice for Terran players to get that armory a little bit earlier, get a Goliath out just in case there's going to be Wraiths coming in. And the Academy, again, it's more of a long-term thing. You're going to get the Academy again. You're going to get an Academy later anyways, so you can get your comsats and what have you later on in the game. So it's just investing that a little bit earlier on, especially on a map like this, Katrina, where it's basically a macro map anyways, and NaDa picking off that Marine so it couldn't take out the mines, but Comsat goes off and he's able to take out those mines anyways. But yeah, so this map is basically heavily biased towards macro games because it's so easy to take that expansion. There's so many bases all over the place. Very long and convoluted attack routes basically by land. So it makes for a more long-term game anyway, so it's not surprising that both players kind of, Mind at least, it's not surprising, I should say, that a lot of players go for very quick, long-term strategies on this map. NaDa choosing to go, obviously he's going for a long-term strategy, he's expanded, but in the very beginning he was going for a little bit of a tech build, delaying his command center, but as soon as he figured out what was going on with Mind, he went for that command center as well. So, a few of Mind's Goliaths here running around, and you just kind of scouting things out there. It looks like I didn't see when this happened. Something's going on up in the top left corner, and again, my mind just might be playing tricks on me. NaDa now expanding here to his external expansion there, his kind of outer natural, I guess you could call it, or something like that. And kind of trying to take a lead here, unless that's a command center for Mind in the top left corner or something like that, which is a possibility. But NaDa is running some units up to the top there to try and scout that out. It looks like Mind, in the meantime, trying to sneak some units in here. He's got a lot of vultures running in here, and there's no gap, so he's going to be able to run these vultures right past these tanks. And wow, this is really insane. NaDa's going to have to do something to deal with this. That's a ton of mines, and it's going to take a long time to comsat through all those. Oh, he doesn't even comsat. He's just trying to power through those mines. He knows he doesn't have time because all those vultures are going to just rip apart those SCVs. He loses surprisingly few units there, running through that minefield just without any comsat at all. And actually, I don't even know if he has